Welcome to another episode of This Woman Works. I am your host, Mike Patton. And on this episode, we will be talking to someone that definitely does some healing things with her hands. That would be Holly. What's going on with you?
Listen,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
doing
Did
well.
I did
It's
I butcher
Haley.
names over here?
It's
I
Haley.
know I butchered some
Yeah.
names. Mm, I'm mad at myself for that one because I knew exactly what I was gonna say and then I said it complete opposite. I'm sorry.
It's all
But
right.
how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. We're going to get into your journey and how you arrived to where you are now. But before we do that, we do have to do the Black Girl Magic moment. I do this on every episode where it's a Black woman that is doing something outstanding, fantastic in my eyes that I want to give,
Mhm.
some props to.
Yeah.
And that person on this episode is someone that me and you both saw at AU Pro
Mhm.
Basketball. That would
Mhm.
be Sydney Colson. Now, Sydney Colson,
Yes.
for those that don't know, is a point guard for now the Indiana Fever. She was with the Las Vegas Aces, among other teams, during her career in the WNBA. However, her journey in the WNBA wasn't exactly as easy as some may think it has been. We're going to get into that, but first, I got to
Mhm.
give you a little bit of background on Sydney Colson. Now, of course, she was actually grew up in Houston, Texas, watching the Houston Comets win championship after championship after championship, and she, of course, saw that. Then she decided, okay, cool, want to take this basketball thing serious. Grew up, actually ended up being the 29th overall prospect and the number 8 point guard in the nation in the class of 2007. Turned down
Mm.
LSU and Oklahoma, decided to go play for Hall of Famer Gary Blair at Texas A&M, where she basically led it all 4 years. And then her last year, she won a title with Texas A&M. Of course, got drafted to the WNBA second round, 2011 WNBA draft. Was drafted by the Connecticut Sun, then traded to the New York Liberty. Of course, didn't necessarily last there as long. Played like 16 games and cut the end of the season. Then she went overseas, played for a few years, made her way back to the WNBA, which I think is very, very awesome. And then was out for a while, went back overseas, played in Israel, came back in Poland again. She played in Israel and Poland, by the way. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. Then, she gets signed by she gets signed by the Aces when she comes back the second time. The first time she was signed by the San Antonio Stars, who actually were the original Las Vegas Aces, actually. So she gets
Mm.
signed again the second time, but she comes back to the Las Vegas Aces, and then of course leaves there, goes to the Sky in 2020. Then 2021, she's kind of in a crossroads of her career. Doesn't know she's going to be back in the WNBA. Athletes Unlimited comes around in
Mhm.
2021. She plays. She garners a lot of attention. Lo and behold, the Las Vegas Aces see her. It was in Las Vegas, by the way, and they bring her to
Mhm.
the team. So she's been in the WNBA steady since 2021, and it's all because of the desire and the want to, and just her displaying her ability and not giving up on her dreams. And I had to make Sydney Colson the Black Girl Magic moment of this episode. You got anything you want to say?
She should be. She should be the black girl magic of this episode. Absolutely. The girls, the women played really hard. They played. I saw a game. They were awesome. So she should be. Rightfully so.
All right, all right. Well, rightfully so is you being on the show. Of course,
Thank
we're gonna
you.
get into your story and how you kind of came into who you are. Now we're gonna start with the young version of you, of course, obviously. We gotta
Yeah.
know, where did you grow up? Where did you kind of start, matriculating in this world and learning this world?
So I grew up in South Nashville. I grew up on like right off of mm, Halcyon. So you're looking at like Becker's Bakery area,
Mm-hmm.
right off Wedgwood, Zany's area. I actually still
Mm-hmm.
live in the area kind of now. So but yeah, I grew up there. Two sisters. Me and my cousins, we all lived in one house and stayed in the bed together. And I mean, it's like it was a lot of familial. Everything was so familial back then. Like family was really
Mhm.
close. It still is, but just having that feeling of like closeness with your cousins and you riding your bikes, all that kind of stuff. But getting started with massage therapy, that actually started rather early because my mom used to work at Bell South, and
Mhm.
she would come home after her shifts. She would like do, I guess, what do you call them? Partial shifts, like where you work 4 hours this part, then
Mhm.
you come back later on and do
Yeah,
another
split
4 hours.
shifts.
Yeah, she would do split shifts, and she would always ask me to massage her neck and shoulders and her back because she was sitting down all day. So I
Mhm.
really got started with massage therapy early on. It wasn't till later that I realized I should have been doing this all along. So
Okay.
yeah, I
All
started.
right. Okay. So growing up in South Nashville, see, I grew up in Antioch, so not
Okay,
too far from me. So how was it
yeah.
growing up in South Nashville out there off of Wedgewood?
Well, honestly, I was super sheltered, very
Okay.
sheltered. I didn't know what I didn't know a lot. I'll put it like that. So super sheltered, and go to church every Sunday. The preacher is stomping and screaming. I'm like, oh God, what's happening? It's just to a person that's sheltered, you're like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of noise. South Nashville
Mhm.
was good though. We had some really nice neighbors. We had a lady next door that used to make like freeze cups, and we would always go get the freeze cups. She would have lollipops for us, all this kind of stuff. But it was cool. Like my house was kind of like the part. Yeah, it was a good. It was a good. How can I explain it? It was a little balance of, you. How can I even explain this? I feel like I'm getting choked up, but it was a balance of like being over sheltered, but like you still seeing some things that like, hey, you're really not sheltering me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
not to say anything bad, but yeah, it was a good experience. I would say so.
Okay.
Good experience.
All
I had two
right.
younger sisters. One is
Mhm.
no longer with us. She passed away in 2022. But grew up two
Oh, sorry
sisters.
to
I'm
hear
the
that.
big. Thank you. I'm the oldest sister. So, they would be following me around, wherever I went, to the bathroom to change my clothes. My sisters were outside the door waiting on me. So I would say I was their role model.
Okay. All right. All
Hmm.
right. So I got to ask, you mentioned growing up, would kind of got started in massage therapy,
Hmm.
unknowingly at a young age.
Hmm.
However, we all have dreams and aspirations that,
Hmm.
come to us at all different kinds of
Hmm.
ages, especially when we're in our youth.
Yeah.
Um, what was the first thing that you wanted to be when you were a kid?
The first thing I wanted to be was a singer. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I remember my mom was just like, listen, I need you to get all A's on your report card because I know Usher's manager and I'm gonna be able to get you in the studio with Usher to record an album. And I was like, listen, I'm making straight A's. I don't know what y'all are doing over there, but Haley's about her books this year because I'm gonna become a singer. So I wanted to become a singer so bad. Like me and my sister, we used to sing at weddings. The one that passed away, we used to sing at
Hmm.
weddings. We used to sing church. I mean, we love singing. So
Hmm.
yeah, music
Okay.
music is where my heart is. I love some music. I love
Okay,
singing.
okay. Well, we
Hmm.
might we might tap into that one a little bit later in the show. But
You mean you mean sing a tune? Is that what you mean?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
not
okay.
sing a
I was
song.
like,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
prepared now, Mike. Listen.
All right, but of course, definitely, we all had our aspirations. I mean, honestly, I had two. I've told the
Hmm.
other one, plenty of people telling them, hey, I wanted to be a football player when I was growing up. Wanted to
Okay.
be an NFL player. That didn't happen. Made it to college, but didn't make it quite to the NFL. But the other thing that I wanted to be that I don't think I've said on this show, I wanted to be a breakdancer because
What?
I saw Turbo. I saw Turbo from Breaking, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, I want to be that guy.
Yeah. It's not
Wanted
too
to get the
late,
Jerry
Mike.
curl. Wanted to do all. No, it's
It's
over. If
not
I
too
do any of
late.
those moves, I might end up in the hospital. So
Listen,
nah,
you come get a massage afterwards. I tell you that much. Yeah.
I might end up in the hospital trying to do any of those moves. But But speaking of moves, of course, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're gonna find out about your career and how you kind of dove into that on this episode of This Woman Works.
EBO Beard Butter and EBO Beard Wash are two of the best beard grooming products for men worldwide. They help promote growth, keep your beard moisturized and soft, and enhance your overall upkeep of your facial hair. And with the new promo code MPAFC10, you can get 10% off on these products. Just go to www.etsy.com/shop/EBO Beard Butter. Again, that's www.etsy.com/shop/EBO Beard Butter. And again, the promo code MPAFC10. Again, MPAFC10, where you can get 10% off any products except for beard boxes. So treat your beard better today by going to get these EBO Beard Butter and EBO Beard Wash.
All right, and we are back on This Woman Works with Haley. Yes, we are talking about your journey. We got through talking about young Haley, but we have to find out how this career got started. But before we do that, I just take a few moments to want to explain, because EBO Beard Butter, we ain't talking about women having beards. I know we're not talking about that, but EBO Beard Butter, people try to ask me like, oh, why you got a beard commercial on the show with women? Okay, let me break it down, fellas. Let's understand this. We don't take care of ourselves great all the time. So, why not put this commercial on the show, bringing on Black women? So that way they can recommend stuff or see this on this, show and recommend stuff for us. There you go. Because we don't take care of ourselves as well as we should have. And of course, the women in our lives, whether it be girlfriends, wives, cousins, mamas, aunties, sisters, whoever it is, they want to see us living and thriving. So there we go. That's why I put that on this show. But getting back to the show and your career, can you kind of give everyone or tell everyone about your business, the name and everything?
Yes, absolutely. So my business name is Body Notes Massage and Wellness. It used to be just Body Notes Massage, but I came up with this name because I was in massage therapy school, and you're looking through your books and you're seeing just the anatomy of the body, and you're looking at the muscle, and it's just like, wow, it's striated like strands, like a guitar. So when you're massaging, it's like, oh, I'm strumming your body like music. It's like, it's musical, and then when you're massaging, we have body mechanics that help us to not get so tired. And when you're flowing, it's kind of like a little dance. So it's kind of like a little music and dance, like song type thing. And I was just like, you know what? Body Notes sounds like a very unique name. And I'm going to name my business that. But I went to massage therapy school in 2019, December 2019, I started. I graduated July 2020 and got my paperwork back from the state board, and I was in business doing mobile massages by August 2020. So I went through the accelerated course at Nashville School of Massage Therapy, and 6 months, and it was tough. I'm not gonna hold you. They give you a lot of information. They cram a lot of information into that little small amount of time. But I ended up taking my state board exit exam, my MBLEX, like 2 months before I graduated. So I was like, I'm determined to get this. And I was determined, and I'm just going to be very transparent here. I was determined to get it because this is kind of off subject, but it ties into everything. I was in a relationship, a marriage, for years and years and years. And I kind of felt like, I don't have anything that I feel stable in. So it's imperative and important for me to go ahead and do something that I want to do that's going to allow me the funds that I need to do it, to take care of my children, and just to prove to myself that I can do hard things ultimately. So I did that. Like I said, graduated all July 2020, started mobile business August 2020. And I want to tell you what happens next. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. So this is a little story. Now I know we talk about being long-winded, but it's story time right now. So so November 2020, I remember telling my mom, I said, I want to get an office space by March of 2021. And she was like, well, I don't know. It's the pandemic right now. You might not want to do that. I was like, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that right now. So anyway, maybe like a week or two later, I'm out with my friend because I'm like, let me go ahead and start putting things to the side for this office space that I want to open up. So I was at home goods store. And I remember getting a mirror and some paintings. I'm like, I'm going to decorate my office this way. And this same day, I get a call from my cousin and she's like, girl, there's a person that I know who's renting an office space for $350 a month. And I met the lady that night. Her name is Tawana. She's awesome. And I ended up signing an agreement with her like in that same week. So it just, everything fell in line. I'm like, this has got to be number God. Like everything just fell in line for me. And I've been having my own office space ever since then. It's been great.
Okay. All right. So I got to ask, you mentioned wanting to have something of your own and, something that could afford you what you wanted to do. When can you take us back to the moment when you first got interested in just massage therapy and wellness and just what that feeling was like, or what those thoughts were like going through your mind when you first got interested in that?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it goes back to kind of what I was saying, like with my marriage, right? So with massage therapy, just touch in general, you have positive touch, negative touch. I hadn't felt positive touch in a long time during this segment of my life. This was probably about 2016. And I remember getting a massage from he's one of my colleagues. He actually he mentored me with some of the early parts of my massage business. His name is Dominique. Now, I got a massage from him, and it honestly, I felt like really good mentally. I was like, you know what? I feel refreshed. Like I feel like going out and like losing some weight. I feel like just tackling everything at hand. So massage, that was the first time I was like, you know what? I'm inspired to do it. Because of the way that I felt, and I wanted to make other people feel that way or feel just as great. So massage, like it has so much more benefits than people just think, oh, I'm just getting rubbed on. That's not true. It's doing something for your mental health. It's doing something for your body. It's doing something for you spiritually. That's the way I see it. But so that's the moment I knew that I wanted to do massage therapy. I actually started looking up schools, and it was not the right time at that point, but I was like, I'm going one day. I don't know when yet, but I made it in 2019. Finally made it there.
Okay. All right. So I do want to also, ask as well, just kind of diving a little bit more into your history there in terms of massage therapy. When did you reach the point where you started to think you could do this for a career?
When did I reach the point? Honestly, I knew all along that I could do it as a career, because I knew how much money I was paying my massage therapist. And I was just like, all I got to do is get 5 or 6 of those a day. And really, it doesn't take that much. I mean, you thinking you're charging somebody $100 or $130 for an hour session. And yeah, you don't have to work that hard. I mean, it's hard work nonetheless, but you don't have to work that much. I don't have to put in the same amount of hours that it would take on a 9-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with a 9-to-5, but I've just kind of always been on the path of like entrepreneurship. I was a hairstylist before I was a massage therapist, so I've kind of always had that kind of path.
Gotcha. Okay, and
yeah,
I've got to ask, that everyone has this moment What was the moment what was the moment where you were like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be? Because I know everyone has that specific moment they may
Mm-hmm.
remember. Some don't, some do, but
Mm-hmm.
I just figured I would ask, what was that specific moment for you?
Okay, so I don't have a specific moment,
Mm-hmm.
like one specific moment, but I do remember being in a massage therapy school and just seeing, they reduce the rates of the massages when you're in school because you're trying to get your hours. But I just remember all the clients that I had, they would say how much relief they felt, and I'm just like, man, like I'm getting fulfillment out of
Mm-hmm.
helping people like feel better. Like their lives are changing. They're able to move and be mobile and stretch and create space in their body from me helping them. So I knew then, like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, and people tell me, they're like, oh, your hands. Like, I love the way your hands feel. You have a flow. And I'm just like, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, massage therapy school, just seeing people feel better, walk better,
Mm-hmm.
talk better, and like mentally you can tell they're better in general.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. So, of course, with any journey in any career, there are some hurdles. There are, some advice you have to receive and some advice you could probably give to help someone along their journey. We're going to get into that part of it. But, first, of course, there is another commercial break that we have to take
Okay.
on This Woman Works.
A shift. A shift is something that happens and changes the dynamics. And that's what happened when Garrett Logistics was born. After 10 years as a sales pro in the logistics world of sporting goods, John Garrett decided to pivot to the world of freight and start a brokerage. So you're saying to yourself, why trust Garrett Logistics? Well, Garrett Logistics helps shippers improve overall workflow, along with increased on-time pickup and delivery percentages. Last-minute loads, multi-drop pickups, and more are part of the services with Garrett Logistics. They're available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., all times Central Standard Time. So give them a ring at 615-400-8484. That's 615-400-8484, or you can email them at john@garrettlogistics.co or visit their website at garrettlogistics.co. Garrett Logistics, where the motto is, it's not just freight to us, it's your business.
All right, and we are back on This Woman Works. And Haley, you've definitely taken us on an enjoyable ride of understanding more about the massage journey that you've had. But of course, there is always going to be some bumps along the road with any journey that we all have to endure. With that being said, what was one of the biggest hurdles that you've had in your business?
Oh, this is a good one. One of the biggest hurdles that I've had during my time as a business owner with massage therapy is depression all day long. I have dealt with depression before, but I'm just going to be honest. I feel like since 2020, it's just been like a string of like loss. So I've had like 3 relatives pass away. There's been other things that's gone on in my life. And with your business, sometimes you just can't stop. So you don't have the time to really get yourself together. But eventually you're going to feel that. And it's just really good to have a good support system. So for me, the biggest hurdle would be depression and trying to run the business. So that looks like me going months without posting content for real. Like I'm peekabooing in there like, oh, hey, I'm still here. But you can feel that people are not paying attention to your business anymore because you're not showing your face. You're not showing up. So the other part of that is being disciplined regardless of how I feel. Yes. Maybe going through a little time, but don't stop, because one day you're not going to feel this way. One day you're not going to feel this way. And one day you'll be over it and you'll look back at the time that you could have been posting, could have been communicating. Depression, listen, it's not a game. That's one thing that I will say I've dealt with. It's been a journey. I'm feeling much better. I'm great now, but it's been a journey for sure. that has been the total balancing act, is trying to manage your emotions because you're just overwhelmed. And then you're trying to also take care of other people. And it's hard to get out the bed some days when you're feeling like that, you know? So that would have to be the biggest hurdle that I've experienced.
Now, as far as overcoming it, have you kind of dealt with some of those emotions and dealt with depression and things like that? Have you kind of developed some things to kind of understand it more or deal with it more?
I would say, yeah, absolutely. I would say this: sometimes you go so low, you feel like, you know what, I don't ever want to go back here again, so I'm gonna do whatever I can not to come back here. I started looking at YouTube and have some close people, some people who have changed my life. Like, I'll never be the same. You know, just give me a lot of good encouragement, standing in my corner. But one of the biggest things, and this is a part of like taking care of your health, changing your diet, like eating all that sugar, eating all the processed foods. It affects your gut to brain activity. The gut is the second brain. So when you eat bad, your brain feels bad, you feel bad, you look bad. It's just it's a domino effect. So cutting out a lot of sugar, cutting out a lot of stuff that I, you know, shouldn't be eating, and also filling my mind with things that are positive, encouraging, and just hanging on to that. Like today is a little rough, but it doesn't mean tomorrow's going to be rough. Like, look forward to the good things. You know what I'm saying? Look forward to the good things and always be working on what's next. Like, work on things that bring you joy. Like, get closer to your hobbies, become a kid again. That's a big one. Making sure that you just still have some joy. Trying to find the joy. The things that bring you joy, it's the simple things like singing, going on car rides by myself, painting. I love to paint. I do. I love to sculpt. Someone got me a sculpting set. I'm gonna have to use it soon. But yeah, but just doing things that bring you that fulfillment that you used to feel before you even knew what depression was. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, what's the biggest bit of advice anyone has given you along your journey?
Biggest bit of advice that anyone has given me on my journey, I would have to say there's two things. For one, don't stop posting. Even when like your likes are low, people are always watching. People just be hating. You know what I mean? I'm just like, they're not hating. They're not hating, but you know, people are always watching. They just may not communicate that they're like watching it, but I don't care. At the end of the day, this is my business. So I'm doing it for me and for my children because I got to bring some money home to feed these kids. So, you know, doing it for that reason. And also, you know, get educated on like your finances with your business. Like, you don't want to just be out here all willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying, spending all kind of money, trying to be impressive for whomever on the internet. Like, do what you need to do for your business, your family at that time, and make smart decisions. So,
okay.
Your money, yeah.
All right. And what is some advice you would give someone that maybe wanted to follow along in your footsteps?
Advice that I would give is to expand, like, get really knowledgeable about different types of massage. With massage therapy, people have this idea, and I'm just going to be honest, people have an idea that we're body rubbers, and granted, we are touching your body, but that's not just it. Like, we really are affecting your soft tissue. Like, we're affecting your mood. Like, it's a whole lot going on, but get involved and just read. That's the number one thing I would tell you. Read about different data on massage therapy, the benefits of massage therapy, rehabilitation, just different styles. Like, get out of the notion of, oh, I'm just gonna rub on bodies. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna help people in ways that they can't even imagine. Like, learn some different techniques. Make sure you get up on your CEs, your continuing education courses, and use them. Set yourself apart. Set yourself apart. Don't be normal. Be different.
Okay.
That's the advice I would have for sure.
All right. And can you please tell everyone some information just in terms of maybe some prices and things like that? Because it's we're closing in on, we got Easter, we got Father's Day, we got Mother's Day coming up. I know people got birthdays and everything like that too. So can you tell everybody, Body Notes Massage and Wellness, what they have in store for everyone that may be looking to purchase some things from you?
Yeah. So I want to say this first, that my prices are going up, y'all.
Well, hey, the
prices
cost of
going up.
business is too. So hey, do what you gotta
Yeah.
do.
Cost of business going up. So this is the price that I'm about to tell you right now is the price of right now. So I wouldn't wait no longer. Just go ahead and hop on the Soul Train. Right now for a 60-minute office massage, it is $100. It's going up. It's going up like $20 or more. Okay. And then with my out call, it's an additional $25. That's definitely going up as well. I've been undercharging. I have been charging the way that I need to charge. And right now, those are the 60 minutes. Now I have other pricing that you can look at on my site. It's www.bnm-w.com. And I do offer mobile. I offer mobile. What else am I gonna say? So these are the durations of time I offer: 60 minutes, 75 minutes, 90 minutes, 2 hours, and I also have a 3-hour session as well. 3 hours is fine. You just need to just try it. It's amazing. Yeah, but another thing, I have 15% off for new clients because I'm trying to get new folks. Come on in the room, new folks. So when you sign up online to get your session, you get 15% off new people.
Okay, so can you say that website again for me?
Yes, it's www.bnm-w.com.
Okay, so I've got www.b as in boy, n as in Nancy, m as in Mary -w.com, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure I've got everything ready for everybody to see. So, of course, I want to make sure to advertise that website. We're going to, I want to thank you for coming on the show, for actually, telling everyone about all of your business and all of what's going on there. I greatly appreciate it. And I want to, just say we're not done yet.
Okay,
We actually do have the we actually do have the actual speed round of the show.
That's right.
So with the speed round of the show, we have 10 questions.
Okay.
And 10 questions can be random as well, by the way. And for those that are watching the show right now, I've got the website down below in the ticker down below. So are you ready?
I think so. I'm a little nervous.
All right. Nothing to be nervous about. All fun. Just allowing people to get to know you a little bit more. Let's see. We have, what is your favorite movie?
Oh Lord, don't ask me. I don't even watch TV for real. I don't know. Okay. How many seconds do I have to answer this? Wait.
What's that?
How many seconds do I have to answer this? Okay, I'll just give you a random movie. Okay. Favorite movie. Let's go Norbit.
Norbit. That is kind of funny though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. Let's see. Who's your favorite musical artist?
Favorite musical artist is D'Angelo. I love D'Angelo.
The Voodoo Man.
Yeah, I like. I rock with him.
Okay. All right. Well, you sound like you was about to say something else, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's see. Favorite song in rotation.
Favorite song in rotation. Chris Brown, Residuals. I just love that song right now.
Okay. All right. That is a good song. Favorite vacation spot.
Recently, I'm gonna say my favorite vacation spot was probably Cancun. I haven't been vacationing like I should.
Okay. All right. That's Point taken. Point taken.
Mhm.
Worst movie you've ever seen?
Where do I begin? There's a movie called. No, I'm not gonna say that movie. There's a movie called Teeth. I'm not gonna expound on it, but it's crazy.
Teeth. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that one. Okay.
You don't want to.
All
you don't
right.
want to. Trust me.
All right. What is your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant. Can I be honest? I don't have a favorite restaurant. I've been eating out of people's kitchen. Let's see. I'll go with favorite restaurant. I love a good Stony River. I love Stony River. It's good. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
All right. Okay. Favorite food?
I'm a soul food kind of chick. I love a good cornbread, collard green situation with macaroni and sweet potatoes on the side. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know why I started in my mind. I started thinking about the. I think is that Anthony Hamilton?
Yep. Cornbread. Some collard greens.
Greens.
Yeah. That's it.
Fish and collard greens. Yep. I was like, yeah. My mind started going there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're eating dinner at a restaurant with one person. Person could be dead or alive. To pick their brain. Who are you selecting to eat dinner with?
I am going to dinner with Prince.
Okay.
I wish I could have seen that man in concert. Yeah. Prince.
Well, I missed an opportunity, but I had to tell you about that one. Let's see. Best childhood memory.
That's a good question. Best childhood memory. Okay. I remember being 4 years old and it was at the Tennessee State Fair and I got two Barneys, two little life-size Barneys that day. And I remember just feeling like I hit the jackpot. Like I had one Barney on this arm, one Barney on this arm, and both my parents were behind me. Like it was great seeing all the fireworks. It was just nice. That was a great childhood memory.
Okay. All right. Okay. This last one. Here's the last one. This one's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Who would play you in a biopic?
I'm about to say something real crazy. I'm about to say Wendy Williams, but no, that's not right. Who would play me in a biopic? That's a really good question. Like, does this have to be a person that's already like an actress, a celebrity? Like, who does this need to be?
It could be whoever you would like it to be.
God, it's so hard.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That's why I saved it for last.
That's really hard. Solange.
Okay. All right. Well, 10 questions are up. Speed round is over. I want to thank you for coming on the show. Can you please tell everyone where they can find anything that you're working on, what all the specials you got going on, where they can find you on social media, anything? The floor is yours.
Yes, I want you guys to go right now to Instagram and follow me at Body Notes Massage Wellness. I also want you to follow me on Facebook at Body Notes Massage Wellness. You can check out my pricing, services, and schedule online at www.bnm-w.com. And if you have any inquiries, any questions that are not available on my site, you can send a text message at 615-433-6077, and I will get back with you at my earliest convenience. So I have enjoyed this, Mike. It's been a great podcast. I like your podcast.
Thank you. Well, we did have someone else that didn't enjoy the podcast as well. That'd be Mr. Corey Jackson. He said, you're giving him Carrie Hilton vibes.
Well, I will take it, Mr. Corey. Thank you.
And he said great interview as well.
Thank you.
All right. So just wanted to kind of bring those comments up too. Of course, thank you for coming on. Of course, definitely appreciated your story, and you're kind of giving us everything that you've worked on from growing up to where you are currently and to the hurdles that you've overcome as well. Of course, I'm the host of the show. This one works, Mr. Mike Patton. Of course, you can find me on Instagram and Threads at that's THA, not THE, _general_MP. You can find me on the artist formerly known as Twitter. You know, you like that Prince style, didn't you? But you can find me on the artist formerly known as Twitter at MikePatton82. That's MikePatton82. Of course, you can find me still on Blue Sky as well, the same thing. And you can find This Woman Works on all listening platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube, you name it. We are there. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode of This Woman Works. And guess what, y'all? We're out. Peace.
Bye.